Hi guys, this is Drew with Northridge Community Church. I wanted to show you guys today the Mackie Quad EQ. This is a 4-channel, 30-band equalizer, graphic EQ. Now it's digitally controlled, but it's an analog product. So you have your ins and outs on the back, both quarter-inch TRS and XLR inputs on the back. And there is a built-in RTA and noise generator, and there's a mic input on the back so you can connect in your RTA mics. Now, I'm going to start with that first. I currently have a dynamic mic plugged in to it right now, so check, check, check. And I'm going to go ahead and unplug this and plug in a condenser microphone. So we have a AKG CK91. This is just a normal condenser microphone. It does require phantom power. The nice thing about this unit is that it always has phantom power on the RTA mic jack. So when you go plug in your RTA mic, it'll work if it needs phantom power. So wanted to show you guys that first. Now within that mic, there's a couple different things that we can do. We can go and press edit and then press mic. And so this is your reference level, so we can go ahead and turn down the reference level of the microphone. This is to calibrate this to show the decibels off of the RTA mic. So when we go back here, we can go SPL, and then it will show the SPL meter going. And so you can go ahead and adjust the mic level to get the SPL right. So if we go back and hit edit and then mic again, we can now choose between A, B, or C weighted. And then if we press mic again, we can go through. This is how we go through the different adjustments with the mic. So we press mic, we can view the SPL, we can press mic and see the reference level and adjust that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this on SPL, and I'll just press edit. So now the SPL meter is showing there. So it's a nice way of keeping track of where your meters are at your church or venue. Next thing I'm going to show you is the RTA. And the RTA basically shows you what's going on in the channel specifically. So when we go and press channel A, B, C, or D, and you switch by selecting the channel down here, it will show you what's going on in this channel. So to show you guys this, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the noise generator. So to turn on the noise generator, we press edit and then noise, and now it says off up here. So we take the rotary knob and we turn this up, and now you will see that we have a pink noise going through this. So we can press edit again to allow us to now go through and adjust things. So now with the EQ here, we can go ahead and adjust all of the EQ. Now if I press the RTA, it will disappear the noise from here, but it will still show you the levels that are going out because the noise is currently going out through channel A. So I'm going to go ahead and press RTA one more time. Now to adjust the EQ here, basically we would take and press one of the buttons, so for instance 1K. So I went ahead and pressed 1K, and now we use the rotary knob right here to turn this up or turn this down. And there is fine adjustment to the 1/10 of a dB. So you can turn it slowly, or you can turn it very quickly and get massive jumps. Now another thing that you can do is you can take 2 fingers, press and hold one of them, and then press and hold the others, and this will now adjust all of them up. Now if I adjust this one down, and then press and hold and adjust all of them, it will adjust all of them as a group. And so now if we want to go ahead and reset this, basically we will press the edit and hold, and then press the different ones that we want to reset. So now that I've showed you how to adjust these parts, we can go ahead and also adjust the master level up and down. And so we would basically press the master, and we can raise this or lower this. Now within the RTA, let me get this back to 0 here, Within the RTA, we can change the way that the meters show. And to show this, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the noise. And to turn off the noise, all we have to do is press noise. Remember, to turn it on, we would press edit and then noise, and we can raise or lower the volume here. But then to turn it off, we would just press noise. I'm going to turn my mic back on so we can see the microphone here. Now we can go and press edit and then RTA, and we can change the reference level of our RTA. And then if we press edit one more time, we can adjust the decay of the meter. And off is obviously just straight metering on the signal. When we go on 1, this is a peak hold with a slow delay. On 2 is a peak hold with a fast decay. And on 3 is a peak hold with no decay. So I can show you guys this. Check. So you can see that it keeps them up there. After a while, it does disappear and go back to a different level. Slowly. Let me show you guys the next one. So we're going to go and press RTA until we get to decay, and then I'm going to go on 2. So this is going to be the peak hold with the fast decay. Check. Check. And now I'm going to press edit, RTA again, RTA one more time, and then now we're going to go ahead and show you on 1. Now this is going to be the peak hold with the slow decay. Check. Much slower than the fast decay. So that's a nice way of showing if you have a little piece of feedback coming through and you're primarily keeping the RTA going for if you have a piece of feedback, say at 2K. So it'll show you that you have a little piece of feedback there. So now we can go back in, RTA, RTA, and then EQ, you can either choose the RTA to pull pre or post of your adjustments here. And if we press RTA one more time, we can turn on the EQ display or turn it off. Now if you keep it off, let's see here, let me go ahead and EQ display, we are going to turn this off. Now after a second here, the EQ display should turn off. And there we go. There you go. See, so now the EQ display was off. Now if you go to adjust something, and we'll wait for this display to turn off again. Now if you go to adjust something, the EQ display will turn back on. So now if we press 2K, we can raise that up. And then after a second here, it will disappear. There you go. So now you can just view just the EQ, that are just the channels that are going through it and not your EQ. To turn that back on, we would press edit, RTA, and then switch around until we get to EQD, and then we would turn this on. There you go. So to reset this, remember we would press and hold edit, and then we can hit the button that we want to reset. Now, this can work as stereo pairs as well. So you can see that A and B, there's a little stereo label here, and C and D, there's a stereo label down here. So we can go ahead and press and hold and click the other one, and now this is a stereo group. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys the filter button here. So now that we have this as a stereo group, we can have our left-right coming out of our console going into this and then getting sent out to our speakers. Now there are filters, high pass and low pass, and you can change the slope from 12 to 24 decibels per octave. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the noise again. So we're going to press edit, noise, and then I'm going to turn this up. And the main thing I'm wanting to show you here is the filter adjustment. So we're going to press edit again. Now I'm going to go ahead and press edit and then filter. So now we are editing the filter. So we can press this to get our different things. So HPS is high pass filter, LPF is low pass filter, HPS is the high pass filter slope, and LPS is the low pass filter slope. So let's go ahead and start with the high pass filter frequency. And we can change this, and you will start seeing our RTA dropping out on the low end. And so we can adjust this in very small parts, or we can do it a lot faster. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to 100. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and press filter again to the high pass slope. So now we can rotate this to show either 12 dB per octave, and you'll see a little bit of information down here at 40, or we can do 24, which now you won't see anything down at 40 or 50, a little bit at 63. So that's how we adjust that. Now if we press filter one more time, we can go to the low pass filter, and now we can adjust the high end going down. And we can also press this again and get our low pass slope, and we can change that from 12 to 24. Now, once we are happy with our filters, we can press edit. Now, if you wanted to turn your filters off, all you would have to do is press the filter button. Now, each channel has its own filter and EQ setting. So if we had a crazy EQ on this channel, you know, I'm just going to make this kind of ridiculous looking. Okay? When we select channel D, this will be onto channel D. When we press channel C, it'll remember that. When we go back to our stereo pair, it'll remember that, and the filter is on. Now, over here in snapshots, we're able to store our EQ settings. So we can press store, and then we can select it, and there we go. You want to press and hold. So now we are going to go to 2, and we can press recall. So now I'm going to go back to recall 1. I'm going to rotate this to 1, and I can press recall. And now we have our settings that we saved from the previous time. So the Mackie Quad EQ is a very nice product, being that it is 4 30-band equalizers built into a 2 AU rack high space. It has a built-in mic for keeping track of your room. It also has a built-in noise generator, so you can use this in a mobile system to do all of your tuning of your system if you want to use this for that. So if you have any questions, feel free to post below. But I like this product, and it's a good one. Thank you.